Namaste, beautiful yogis. This is a quick check-in on our detox. There have been quite a few questions and I would say confusion about the detox. Now, this is not a detox one size fits all because all of us are coming from a different background. We have different conditions to overcome or different situations. Some are going to work, some are at home able to blend and do all of those things. Some can't, don't even have a blender. So we are going to adjust it to each and every one, but you can participate. Be assured you can participate. Now, before Thanksgiving for the American participants, detox participants, before Thanksgiving we're easing into it. We're getting produce, we're using the produce during the day and having our typical dinner, but a lighter or a healthier version of our typical dinner at night. Now, if at night you are having usually, say, lasagna, well, have a vegan lasagna. Skip the cheese and or skip the flour and replace it with big kelp sheets. Be creative. Use turnip sheets for the sheets. Just be creative. Add a vegetable. Exclude the cheese or something like this. You can be creative, and there is a lot of ideas on our page, the Beautiful Yogis page, where if you're not on there, come over to Beautiful Yogis because it's very interactive and everybody can ask questions, get advice, and all of that. So it's been more than beautiful, more than inspiring. If I'm having troubles with inspiration, I go there and it's so many beautiful photos of juices and cakes and stuff like this. Obviously healthy, fruity cakes. So just come over to Beautiful Yogis and participate. Share your photos, or at least get inspired by other people's photos of their beautiful food. Right now it's photos of food. In the future I'm sure it will be photos of yoga poses when we get into those challenges. Now, is it better to juice or is it better to blend? That's the first question. Overall, it is better to me to use everything in its whole form. Now, are there exceptions to this rule? Absolutely. If someone is eating a lot of starch, a lot of meat, a lot of cheese, and they're not vegetable lovers, by all means, they add greens, juices to their diet, to your diet, if you are one of those people. If someone is presented with a health condition that is very urgent and there is not a lot of time, you can't allow the body to take its natural course, this is an emergency, the person is sick, then green juices can alkalize the system and help speed up recovery and healing. So those are cases in which green juices are almost more valuable than other more healthy things that you could do long term. If you have time and you can just blend, say, celery, lemon, and other things into your blended drinks during the day and have calories, of course, from pomegranates and other things, you can do that during your day and you don't have to juice. If you feel like you have a lot of inflammation in your body and your body is toxified, then add the green juices during the day, have fruits and other salads and such at night, and will deepen the challenge depending on where you're at. I personally will be blending a lot of greens, and I would focus on greens that are more in the herbal family, such as cilantro and parsley, and less on the cabbagey greens such as kale and even the charts. And those I would prefer the parsley. They're more healing. Chard has a lot of oxalic acid, spinach as well. They're also good, so go ahead and have those. But if you have access to parsley and cilantro, really load up on those. They're good. And celery, of course, cucumbers, of course. Those are spectacular vegetables for detox. Now, what is the most detoxing thing you can ever do? Fruit. Fruit in its whole form, it's a lot more detoxing than green juices are, but there is a time and place for everything. We cannot exclude the green juices completely. If you don't have a blender, forget about them. I use my if you don't have a juicer, forget about them. I use my juicer not very often. I have a great juicer with no metal parts, so the least amount of oxidation. Generally, vegetables are very building for your system. If you're a vegan or an athlete and you have experimented a lot, you will know fruits detox and veggies build. Yes, they do build. The way people think meat and potatoes are building food, the same way greens and vegetables are building food. When you eat a lot of greens and vegetables, you can have lower calories and maintain your weight. You will not lose weight because they're building, and you will rebuild your muscles. When you have fruits, because they're so detoxing, and these concepts are not just Western concepts, a lot of them are from herbalism and Ayurveda and Chinese medicine. So it's not calorie per calorie. If you eat fruits, you will have to eat more. If you just eat fruits, that's why some people are eating a lot of fruits, pounds and pounds of fruits. They can, yeah, and they are going to lose weight or maintain a very low weight because fruits are detoxing. Once you add vegetables to that, you can lower the calories. And the whole point is not to have your metabolism so revved up that you're burning at a high level. You want to be balanced between having good digestion and good metabolism, but you don't want your metabolism to be burning on such a high level, which is kind of burning. Basically, it's a fast burning candle. The inflammatory processes are faster or more exaggerated. So you want to find that balance. That's what we're trying to do, or we're doing here in this group, with the foods that we're eating and with the practices, yoga practices that we're doing. We're not just running mindlessly every day, sprinting and all of this that feels like you're constantly running. Symbolically, there is this feeling of constantly running. So Ines asked, is it true that once you make your juices and you put them in the freezer, they are of no value? No, that is not true. What is the best way to have juices? The best way is you juice it and you have it immediately within 15 minutes of juicing it. A lot of the vitamins will decrease significantly from juicing. Now, what you can do is you can juice it and immediately close the jar. Even there was a technique in my herbal school that is not very popular, but it's kind of interesting. You put on the lid of your jar alcohol to sterilize it, and once you close it, it will preserve the things much longer, even in the fridge. So that was one little tip for herbal preservation, but you can be applying for juices if you're going to be having them a few days later, 5 days later or so. So it is better to have any juice than no juice. If you cannot get your hands on fresh juice, have any juice. I have heard of all kinds of healing cases of people not having the opportunity to juice daily. They have their life gets in the way, so they juice ahead of time, put everything in the freezer, and they grab a jar with them or a few jars with them in the morning before they leave. And even though they are drinking not the optimal juice, it is the intention, first of all, and second, it is still juice and it doesn't disappear into the thin air. It's still, the green juice is still in there. It's just that some of the nutrients are slightly reduced, but the healing power is still in the juice. So it is the same with dried fruit. They still have healing qualities even though they're dried. So it's some form of processing, like freezing and drying, of course, will decrease some of the nutrients, but don't just shut down everything and not do it just because it's not optimal. You're better off doing any type of juice than no juice. Even pasteurized juice is better than no juice. So you can juice ahead of time. Juice on Sunday and have it through the week. Of course, on Sunday you will have fresh juice. So yeah, should you juice for sure for this detox challenge? Absolutely not. if you don't have a blender or a juicer, you will chop up salads and fruit salads too. Get creative. Now, for example, you can chop up apples, pears, quinces, oranges, mandarins, and persimmons, whatever fruits you have available in your part of the world, and you will make a little dressing. If you don't have a blender, then the dressing will be just a little bit of orange juice with cinnamon, chopped up ginger, fresh ginger, some cardamom, some other spices, and you will cover this. Now, your salad, even if it marinates, it will get better. If you have a little blender that is even not professional blender, but just a basic blender, NutriBullet or like just a basic blender, then you can blend up bananas and mango and persimmons and vanilla and stevia and cover your salad with that, and that will be your salad, and it will really aid in your detox, and it will feel like an indulgence. If you're going through something that you're trying to heal, it's a more serious condition, and you want to get serious about this, start with the juices. Let's start with the juices just to make the system alkaline. And it can be zucchini, cucumber, those are anyways fruits. Celery, so your stomach gets to relax. Why detoxing is so important in healing is because it's not that the vegetables will heal you, not at all. It is that you get out of the way of your for your body to take over and heal itself. Your body has an amazing wisdom to heal, and if you give your body the right conditions to heal, it will heal, regenerate, and recover. If you're dealing with a little scratch, your body heals the scratch without you doing anything about it. If you're dealing with something a little more intense, such as like a sprained ankle or a joint that's achy or arthritis, if you get out of the way of your body, remove the foods that are damaging to your body, add some foods that will aid in healing, and allow your body to relax from constant digestion, allow it to have the opportunity to heal, you will be amazed. We all know that people heal. If you're suffering from something that is extremely intense, systemic condition, autoimmune disease, which is very popular nowadays, and I was actually diagnosed with one a while ago, years ago, which of course, if you approach it the right way, you allow your body to address the cause and remove the toxicity that is causing it, because your body in its ultimate wisdom is not attacking its own self ever. Autoimmune is a little bit of a misconception. There is toxicity in most cases. There is toxicity, that overload of toxicity in the body, that the body is actually, the system is getting thrown off and the body is attacking certain toxicity that is locked up in certain tissues oftentimes. I don't want to generalize anything, and I don't want to tell you what is going on with you. Of course, this is something everybody figures out on their own, but take responsibility, take it in your hands, and you can improve your health, improve your sleep, increase your energy, feel better. We all need to detox. Even the one, someone said on Instagram, I've never seen, that is a cute comment, I never seen the detox in your diet. So what are you detoxing? That is true. I'm pretty good about eating only whole, unprocessed foods, mostly raw for many years, and but the thing is, all of us are exposed to chemicals, pesticides, environmental toxins, chemtrails, be it different chemicals from our carpets, even pollen, dust mites, all of those, they're weighing down our system. So every so often we are supposed to allow the body to relax, heal, regenerate. The same as we need to sleep every night, no matter how relaxed we were during the day. Same is with detoxing. We always need to detox. That is my personal core belief. And Now, if you're suffering with something way more serious and you've never fasted or you never detoxed before, start with this simple detox that we're doing now, and deepen it later on, maybe with the help of a practitioner that can guide you through this. If you have done a lot of fasting before, take this as an opportunity to do it kind of in a serious way. Do juices during the day, fruits at night, and later on we can just do fruits all day or juices all day, depending on what you can do at the moment. Now, that was an important question and I don't want to forget it. I'm sure I'll be doing another video because I will forget a bunch of the questions, but this was a question. Okay, what if I live somewhere cold? Yeah, juices are not gonna taste very appetizing if you're living in a cold place. Do a lot of soups, keep it light, remove the fats and animal products from your soups, and allow your body to be nourished by the soup. Soups are very nourishing. Put a lot of vegetables in the soups and a lot of water, so you get that rich, amazing broth, and allow your body to heal that way. Of course, during the day you can still have seasonal fruits. There is always seasonal fruits such as citrus and apples and pears, but wherever you live there is always seasonal fruits. Some places have really interesting fruits, so go explore them. Like, for example, right now medlar is in season and I've never seen it here in LA, but maybe somewhere, some places in Europe you can find medlar. It's a small little fruit and it's kind of like tastes a little bit in between date and it's between date and a pear. It has to rot almost. The way persimmons have to soften and dates are essentially kind of having to rot to be edible. Same with medlar. It has to go to that stage where it's completely brown and soft and mushy and it turns into this sweet, amazing thing. It's in the family of loquats. So if you can get your hands on interesting fall fruits right now, do that. And so we address that. If you cannot juice, blend. If you cannot blend, chop up your salads. If you live in the cold, do soups and a lot of teas. And if you are not looking to lose weight, then make sure you have good calories. The general rules of this detox are: we're removing the fats, the animal products, or removing them for during the daytime, and at night you're having whatever you're having, but a healthier option. So don't feel like, oh, this is like this, like, oh, intense detox and it's a curse or anything. No, enjoy it and try to have fun with it. And juice ahead of time if you have a juicer and you can juice, or blend if you have that option. And I am posting most of my meals on the Facebook group, and that will be giving you ideas of how to approach it and what meals are appropriate for now. And right now at night I'm still eating either salads or yesterday I did zucchini squash with cranberries, and I cooked the cranberries and the mushrooms and onions and all of that and parsley inside of the zucchini squash, and I'm actually thinking to make a few of those for 5 half zucchini squashes and take it as the stuffed turkey to the party I'm going to. For Thanksgiving, so there is that option there, and because it was that delicious. And after Thanksgiving I can go fully into my detox and keep my evenings very light without a lot of crazy ingredients and crazy foods. Keep it light and keep it simple and allow the body to rest, relax and detox. So if you have questions, post them in the comments below as far as the detox goes, and either here in the comments below in the YouTube video, or in you can post the questions within the detox post on Beautiful Yogis. There is also an option to post them. And I am starving, so I'm wrapping this up for now. I hope this clarified it a little bit. And let's continue the discussion going. Ask questions, give me tips, and let's continue this going. Let's continue sharing our photos and inspiring each other. And I will talk to you very soon. Namaste.